Right. Okay. Right. I'll start now then. Okay. So first thing is the image checks. And this is something which I think we spoke about last time, or I might have just been with you, Neil. I can't quite remember now, but it really is that lots of people have got lots of images in their images section, sort of blocking it up, and maybe they don't really know whether they're using them or not. So with a routine in 14.7 now, which will enable you to you run this, it'll tell you which images you're using and which you're not. So if I just change you over to this one, share. This is one that ran for crew. And it's quite a simple thing. It's just, but what it shows you is three sections there. The first section with just the numbers shows that these are the unused group images which you've got set up in the system, which you're not using anywhere. Those are the reference numbers. If you want to get rid of those, then I'm getting rid of group images. I'm pretty much going to have to do for you. So if you let me know you want them or which ones you want, then I'll do that. Second section is also looking at group images. This time it's looking at group images that are being used not in groups. So you've got this one. There's three there which I think Neil was using in his mobile site. Logged in page. Well, clearly probably isn't using that one anymore, so there probably are three more images that are no longer required. The next three are these current logged in for members site ones, and then extra text 4 is using three group images there.
When you say using, Chris, do you mean they're referenced from the original group reference? Or is copied them and used?
They're actually using the link to those images, either indirectly or directly. Either using it through the system or actually using the code. It's actually it's using those images. So their images are stored in the system, and so you want to keep the ones that are still being used. The others can go.
Right.
They are actually in the group as well, Richard. They're in the group as well, but we pull one out every couple of weeks to put on the logged in page.
Right.
Oh, I see. Yes. So yes, so that's why so it changes over time.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So you could just run this image check anyway. It'll be in your administrator section of the admin site to use in 14.7. The bottom section there are system images that are actually being used. And this is probably the most useful thing, is that these are the ones that are being used. And therefore, you can assume that the system is not using any of the other ones. So they can then be deleted if you want to get rid of them. So,
Chris, pardon my ignorance on this, but you said it's in the admin section. What's it called? And
it's not there yet. It's in 14.7. So
yes, but what will it be called then?
It will be called image check.
Image check. Okay, thank you.
Chris, we've got 14.7 on our test system. I can't. What's
it could be that I haven't fully updated 14.7 is a sort of growing one, and therefore I may not have actually put the menu item in there.
Okay.
But yeah. I don't know. I don't know on this.
Oh, it's a menu item, is it? Okay.
It will be a menu item, yes, but it may not actually be one at the moment. But it's a simple URL, which I don't know. Can you see the URLs at the top?
No.
No, you can't. You can just see the page. Okay. So yes, it'll go in there, and you can use it. But if you want to know what it is, I can let you know. It's just straightforward image_check.php, which you can run from your domain.
Can I just confirm how these get put onto the system in the first place? I'm aware of two places. One is under system details images, and you can put a list of images that get used in various pages. And also within the groups, you can add images to the groups and put a gallery in. Is there anywhere else you can add images or save images?
No, I think that's the places that I've looked to find these. There's two ways you can put group images in. One is through the group image bit at the end, and the other is to add a group image when you set it up. But they go into the same place. So yes.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Okay. So that was group images. The next thing was I just wanted to encourage people wherever possible on their bulk emails to use something where they want attachments to avoid attaching them, particularly to bulk emails, avoid attaching them to the email that's going out, but put them into in the G drive perhaps, and take the link from there and just add the link to the email. It makes the email much more simple. I think sometimes we've had trouble loading out large files. I think Eugene's had some problems putting up, although it's meant to accept a 10 meg file, sometimes it doesn't accept a 10 meg file. So I would, wherever possible, recommend you doing that. Now, what I was just going to do is just briefly, if you want me to, just show you, if for those who don't know how to do it or are uncertain how to do it, I can just show you how to add a file there.
Super useful.
Right.
Question, Chris. Has everybody got Workspace then that uses the system?
No, not necessarily, but it doesn't matter. You can just use it off an ordinary Gmail account.
Right, okay.
I've got Workspace, and I just put everything into a Gmail one.
Okay.
So right, I'll share that again. I'll share this again. So here's the Gmail account, which has not got much in. Which, if you want to then add a file into it, onto the drive, you click on the 9 dots at the top right and click on Drive, and then probably best to set up a folder for them, and
we're still seeing the Gmail account, Chris.
You're not on another tab, Chris.
Just say that again.
We're still seeing just the Gmail account. We've not moved to the Drive.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
So you're not seeing?
No, opens in a new tab, doesn't it? You see, I can see. No, I can't. I can't see your tabs. So I could then.
Right, let's try again. Still not seeing it?
No, because it opens in a new tab. You're just showing the Gmail tab.
Yeah, you probably need to go to the tab that's Open Drive and say share this tab instead, I would have thought. Mind you, this is this.
Right, fine.
I can't even see where you present.
Ah, okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
That's better.
Sorry, my fault. Yeah, yes. Right, I hadn't realised I had to do that. Yes. Okay, so once you get onto the drive here, then as I say, set up a folder for it, and then if you want to just add a file onto it, you just click on the new file upload, and then it sort of looks in your machine for whatever you want to take. So see if we can find a PDF file, just to not too big. This one. So select an item there, and now it's now loaded that file up into here. Just a description of U3A Web there. So now that's there, and so that will stay there as long as you want to. The point about putting it is you need to put it into a place. You can put it into somewhere other than the G drive, Dropbox or something like that. As long as you've got control of it, and nobody's going to delete the file before you either finish with it or want to use it again or whatever. So right. So once you've got it on and there, then you then need to get the link that you want to put into bulk email. So
you missed a bit out. You need to share it first, otherwise it won't work.
Yeah, I haven't done that. Yes, that's because it's you get a different link depending on
the top one is there. The top one's got it shared already.
Yeah, I'm going to click here on the 3 dots and click share. And so now you've got to change the general access from restricted to anyone with a link. And once you've done that, you get a click here, you copy the link. And now, then you can go straight back to a bulk email or something like that. Let's have a look. Anything it can do.
You need to switch us back to your test system now. There you go.
Yes. Sorry, I was just I was just moving back there. Right. Okay. So anyway, so when you're in bulk email, let's create a new. So there's one there. All you have to do now you've already copied the link, so it's just a Control and V. Sorry, that's not right. You've got to click on the link there and put Control and V into the insert link, and then if you want to just give it a name rather than the URL, call it, I don't know, description. And then OK, and you get that. I still did that wrong.
It's quite useful to put it in a new window, I find as well.
Say again.
When you're on that last dialog box and you change the title, there's an option to select a new window.
Again, you can see it.
Rather than overwriting your U3A site and then coming to loop and find it again.
So click link again, Chris.
What, do you want me to share?
No, click link.
Just in that box, click link.
The link.
Highlight description and then click on the chain. That's it.
The target you've got as none. You can set it to a new window.
Change target.
The target. Yeah. Yes. If you don't want. Right. So sorry.
Where they've come from.
Yes. So it's basically if you click on the target, you get a new window. Yes. Which just sticks an extra line into the phrase it. So you keeps your current window open as well. Yeah. Right. So very briefly, that's a. I think you'll find I think it's more efficient to do that way because you're only sending it to people or people that are getting it when they want it, rather than having to send it to 1,000 people, which I know it would be in. From some extent, they're blind copies, but it's not in 1,000 people's inbox.
If you're sending this as a bulk email, Chris, that might also avoid whoever the recipient's email client software seeing it as a spam.
Yes.
If you haven't got an attachment in there, they're less likely to see it as spam.
Yes, that's absolutely true. Yes, we did find that before, didn't we? That happened. So anyway, there was. I think it's well worth doing if you can. Obviously, you have to educate all your group leaders as well, which might be, but a step forward anyway, maybe.
All the time you have to educate them.
The what?
All the time. You can't do it once.
Oh, I see. Yes, that's right. No. Yeah, we'll come on to that in a little bit. Yes, right. Okay. Right, the next thing is the administrator's login for a member, which has obviously been in the administrator site, the admin site for some time, but up to now it's not been in the member site. So I just really, again, this is another 14.7 thing. I just wanted to just show you how it is, because it's not quite as straightforward as the old one was. So, okay, so let's just get, let's go home and get out of there. Yeah. Right, okay. So I'm just going to start off by logging everything out. Yeah, that's fine, logged out. All right, okay. So if I log in.
You're not sharing the screen, Chris.
Oh, damn, thank you.
Lucky I'm here as your secretary, isn't it?
I think it's only
What would I do without you?
Barracking him, you mean?
Right, okay. So let's start. It's going to start you in here to start with. Now you're seeing that, are you?
No.
No.
No. Oh, it says it is, but it obviously isn't. No.
That's it.
Now we got it.
Yeah, well, I'd moved to somewhere else, so. Right, okay. I'll try this. Now, can you see the new site?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So if we assume we're logged out everywhere, right? Okay, so if you want to, no, that's not logged out there. So if you're logging in, you'd log in as your administrator's password, as normal, and you go across to the new site, the old site, and you then go through the process you went through before, which was, you know, the login by admin. So we'll go in Sunday, Monday. Right, now the chances are when you get here, it will still say logged in as administrator 1. It doesn't do it 100% of the time, but most of the time it does that. So what you've got to do is to go back to the admin site and click on the member site link again. And now you're logged in as Sunday, Monday. So if you don't get there, it all depends on how you're getting in and where you're going, but 90% of the time you'll have to go back into the thing and click the site link. If it goes across automatically, then it takes the administrator's number with it. If you click on the members site, go to the members site, it takes the number you want to view. So you have to go back, click on, and then click on the site, and it'll take you to the member you want to view. Okay. Right. Next thing then is I just want to talk about sort of failing payments. Let's stop sharing. We're finding it's happened a few times, or that we know of. And that is that some card payments are not working correctly, and it's mainly due to not updating the system properly after it's done it, and that happens when you've got a member with multiple payments. It has to have more than one payment due, and also he heap sheet has got 2 tabs open for the payment. I think the example I was talking to Laurie about this. The example that we used there was maybe they've opened it from the side menu to pay, but have also clicked on the link in the email. So they end up with 2 tabs open and pay it, and it goes wrong if they pick the wrong one. If they pick the last one they did, it'll work. If they go back to the first one they set up, it won't work, or it used to fail. It now doesn't fail, but what it comes up with is there is an error. Please restart the payment. And if you do that, then it'll work okay. So now it's caught. The error situation is caught, and the person just has to restart the payment.
What, if with the other tab open still?
I don't think it matters once sorry, the error condition happens when the tab's open. Are you asking?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you said that you could, your error fails. The error occurs. It says please restart. If you restart in that particular tab.
Yes, you could start on that tab, or you could just go to the other tab that you opened it up and carry on.
Right.
Either will work. It's just it highlights the problem now. I don't know how much it happens. It happened in subscriptions, and it will happen in obviously, well, in fact, all situations where you've got mixed payments.
Oh.
No, not necessarily mixed, multiple payments. So you could have 2 subscription payments, and it could still happen. But if it's a straightforward single payment, it'll just go straight to the card thing and pay okay.
I mean, we've had it at least on 3 payment occasions, so you may have had it and not seen yet.
No, I definitely know I've seen it once.
Yes, right. So I'm trying quite hard to reproduce it. You have to set it up in an awfully complicated way to make it happen. But obviously people have managed to do that. So it is quite an unusual thing to achieve, but they managed to do it. So hopefully now it certainly won't go wrong. It'll just say restart it. Okay, right. Next thing is
Chris, before you move on, that thing that you covered just now about the impersonating a member.
Yep.
Unless I completely misunderstood you, I do it a different way, and it seems to work every time.
But even in the news site.
Yeah. Do you want me to share my screen and show you what I'm doing?
Yeah.
How the hell do you share a screen in this thing?
I think I've got to unshare, or I've got to.
You've got to enable me to be able to share, haven't you?
Yeah. That's going to say there's no icon for it, is there?
No, Chris has to enable you as being a presenter, as it were.
Oh,
yeah. I wonder. I've got to set a parameter somewhere.
Yeah, you did it before, but I don't know how you do it.
Let's have a look. See.
I mean, I can describe it if you like, but it'd be easier when you see it.
It'd be much easier if you showed.
That's in 14.6, Alan.
Hang on, let me see. What are we in? I'm logged in. Where are we? Admin site. Well, it's version 14.6 on the admin site.
Yeah, B1.2 members site.
Yeah.
I can't see. I can't see how I can let you do it. It must be able to let you do it somehow. Oh,
got it. Found it.
Wait, it's appearing and disappearing before I can get to it.
Just like that.
It is a bit like that.
You have to be of a certain age group to understand that, don't you? Just like that.
I haven't got a clue what you mean, Alan.
Yeah, I think you're there.
Am I? Share. I've got share. Right, okay, hold on then. Where do I go? Choose apps. Choose a specific app. I don't know. Now I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I share my whole desktop. I share the whole desktop. Don't think I've got anything dubious on it. Right, what are you seeing at the moment?
Your home screen.
What, on the admin site?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Right. Okay. So let me go back to the member site. Right. So we start in the member site. We go personal admin site. We then go to system, impersonate member. I'll impersonate my missus. LOCKE. Elaine Locke. Log in as member. I then go to that site, but if I go down there, I'm still her. I'm still me, I should say.
Yes.
So I go to admin site, but in the admin site, I'm now my missus.
Yeah.
But if I go link to member site, well, I'll be jiggered on my missus.
That's what Chris just described, wasn't it?
Is that what Chris just described? I got lost halfway through what Chris did.
I just know it worked.
Yes, that's what I described. Yes. Right.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, Chris, I got lost halfway through what you said, and I thought that's absolutely
Well, well done. You've made it work anyway. Good lad. Yes. Right. Good. Okay.
Right.
I'll
Hang on. I've got to stop sharing, haven't I? How the hell do I stop sharing?
When I just tried it, it worked straight away. Didn't have to go back. So like you say, Chris, it can work.
Yeah. It works if you click on the thing anyway. So I think that's the main thing. Right. Okay. Have you stopped sharing now? Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I think so.
Good. Right. Okay. The next thing I wanted to just talk about was there is an option in the system which has been there for some while where you don't show the status on the end of the group list.
I mean, like how many you're weighted at position 1 or whatever.
I'll just show you a sec. That's probably the easiest way. I'll come and log out. So at the bottom of here, there's a link which is, I think it originally was called remove group status. And it was
At the bottom of where, Chris, you're not sharing again.
Oh bugger! Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
I'm gonna get a recording of that.
Which one am I? Yes, there we go.
It's more difficult when there's pressure though.
Right, systems details. At the bottom, I've got it set up at the bottom here. So it was a parameter which was a yes/no parameter, which sort of you either showed the status or you didn't. So let's start off, and I'll just show the status. So we'll do it in this one. So, right. So you can see that on the group list here, there's no status at the end, at the far end here. I've got this on a very wide screen, so it looks a bit strange. So yeah, there's no status at the end here.
Why is the further down then?
Oh, sorry, what did you say?
Are you talking of the frequency?
No.
No, you're free. No, but no, the status here. Let me show you with it, and then
there's no extra column.
Right. Yeah. So if I just refresh it. So now, an option here was to include it. Now, this was used. I know by Southampton. I don't know who else used it because so many of their group leaders didn't want to allow joining online or were not able to deal with joining online. So it was all done by voice, manually, and therefore they couldn't join online. Join this group would not be there. So So now there's an intermediate option here now where you can, if you've got some difficult group leaders who you don't want them to join online, but you want most of them to join online, you've got this third option now, which is here now, which says
You can have a tick box for each of your 200 groups. That's all right, Karen.
so now you've got the third option, which is which now allows some to have to join. Let me just go there. Share this tab instead. So now instead of join this group, unless you specifically said they can join this group, then you get contact leader to join it. Are you getting this one?
Yeah.
You're seeing this? Good. Yeah. So there's
before.
Say again?
I didn't see which option you chose off a drop-down list, presumably.
I'll go back to it in a tick then. Yeah. So now you don't have to join. You can't have to join this group unless you specifically say so. So.
Where do they specifically say so, Chris? In the group setup details?
Yep, I'll show you. Yep, I'll go back to. So share this group instead. So this one. So here systems details. So at the bottom here, I don't know whether you can see my drop down here. Can you?
No.
No, Tommy.
So there's three options now here: full status, no status, or a choice. And if you set choice, then you get a. So then we now go to the group list. Now this is only available to group coordinators, so it's only in the admin site. So if we go into the group list and pick this one here, and now if you've got that option set, you've got a new item here, member can join online, yes or no. So you can now specifically go to a group and say yes or no to whether or not they can. So for group leaders who you don't want to, you can set that to no.
What's the default, Chris? Yes, I hope.
The default is no,
Oh.
but if you want the default to be yes, then I can just run through and change it.
I'd rather it was yes, personally.
And just amend everybody to yes, and then you can just change it to no if you want to.
I prefer it as yes.
So
Sorry, could you clarify that default? Because yes means removing the group status, presumably.
No, yes. Now the group status will be there because you will have other groups that will have that status. So if you go to the group, let's share this one instead. So you'll still have.
Accordion, it'll set to yes, isn't it?
So this particular one here, called embed a PDF file, would normally have joined this group, but it doesn't have joined this group because
It's set to yes.
that has been set to no, and therefore it says contact the leader to join the group.
Sorry, you're saying yes and no, but the status the remove group status I see says off and on.
Yes, that's right, because you don't have it yet.
No, right, okay.
You'll have a third. You'll have a third option there, which will so where you know will end up with this instead of join the group. For those ones that are already people who already have members who have joined, you'll still get the old status, pay online or member or whatever. It's only.
We would want the status to be the way it is now by default.
That means yes.
Yeah, well, okay.
It's going to be yes, is it?
Yeah.
As against off.
Yeah. Well, the reason is because I think I was doing this with Southampton, and they particularly wanted to do it the other way around because they've got more no's than yeses. I think.
Right, I'd like to keep it so that it automatically says join this group or whatever.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Well, it's all right. It's a 1 minute. It's a 30-second update to the system just to set everybody to yes.
Unless you put that third choice in anyway, well, you won't see that box.
So that's right. If you don't add that, then everybody will be
allowed to join online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
If you leave things as they are, there's no change.
Yeah.
If you just leave it to the ordinary state, the full status, then everything is exactly the same as it was before.
Yeah, that's good.
Right. So okay. So the next thing down there is just following on from. Oh, hang on. I just stopped sharing that again. Yes. The next thing from following on from that there's been a suggestion that at the moment, if somebody wants to leave a group, the only way they can leave a group is that they click on the box on the link, and that sends an email to the group leader. But if you've got tardy group leaders or whatever, and they just don't look at the emails, the person will still appear to be part of the group even though they've requested to leave. So the suggestion was that we don't do that email. We just remove people when they ask them. If somebody says
without sending the leader an email that just says they've gone.
Say again, Neil.
If you're going to do that, I'd prefer that the leader was sent an email saying that they've left.
Oh, yeah. But still send an email. It's just except that if you like, it's doing the
leader's job for.
They don't have to do anything, and I don't know what they're going to do when they found out. They might ring them up and say, "Come on back and join again." I suppose. Yeah. Sorry.
We won't go into the situation we had recently with our chess group. Hey ho, I'm not going there.
Right. So, would everybody happy if we changed that round and made that an automatic lead?
No, we wouldn't.
Sorry?
No.
You don't want it automatic?
I don't want it automatic, no. But partly because a lot of the groups are subscription groups, and if people were just going to willy-nilly take themselves off, it puts the group leader in a difficult situation funding-wise.
Right.
They need to know about it.
Yes. They would. That's what we say. They would know about it, but
well, they need to know about it in advance.
But I think probably what we do then is to, certainly make certain if there's any subscription items due, if they've been charged and they haven't paid it, then they wouldn't be allowed to take themselves out of the group willy-nilly, if you like.
Would it be possible, Chris, this is just a thought, it might make it far too complicated, would it be possible that the automatic removal was only applicable for standard groups and not for subscription groups?
Yeah, that could be.
So a standard group, they would click leave this group, gone, zonk. The group leader gets an email at the same time saying this person has left this group, whereas if it's a subscription group, they would click leave this group, the group leader will get an email in advance and they wouldn't be taken out of the group. Does that make sense?
What do you mean by standard group? They are standard group. They are subscription. Well,
yeah, there isn't such a thing as a subscription group, is there?
Payment group.
There's payment groups and standard groups, and subscriptions are on standard groups.
Yes. Yeah, but I assume Alan was meaning groups that don't have subscriptions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you? Tell me, Alan.
Well, sort of, but if I can see what's being said, that a group that is set up for, let's say, on a termly basis, the group leader has said, right, okay, you're going to pay, I don't know, £10 a term or whatever, and then if 3 people leave, that leaves him 30 quid short for that term.
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose so in a way.
I think payment groups and groups which have a subscription shouldn't be allowed to delete themselves.
Payment groups, by definition, they've already paid, haven't they? They paid their
No,
money.
they may be paid the deposit, but not the rest.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not a member until they pay the rest, are they?
They're in the list as a member, aren't they?
Not
They
listed
are,
as
yes,
members.
yes, yes.
Provisional, no.
Yeah.
Okay. David, your suggestion, wasn't it? So, what do you feel about it?
Well, I was saying we had a request last week about can a member get themselves out of a group, and I think Richard looked at it, and there's still an option that says member delete, which we had switched off. Is that not doing the job?
When you remove the member went. But
Yeah.
it's not something that I don't think our members have ever used it.
No, I don't think we have, because we didn't know it existed.
Oh, we get them. I see them. You know, so and so has requested removal from this group.
Yeah, that's what it does at the moment. If you've got a link there that you can click on, but you guys wouldn't see it because it only comes up if you're not a group leader or a group administrator, which I suspect you probably set yourselves up as anyway. So it doesn't come up for anything that you look at because you can do it anyway.
What would happen though if they've already paid? So I'm thinking of payment groups for, say, a day trip where somebody has already paid us, but then they have to cancel for whatever reason, sort of close to the departure date of the day trip. What would happen then?
Well, I suppose it would they'd have to talk to the group leader, wouldn't they? Discuss it and find out what the options were, wasn't it? Because it wouldn't be a straightforward, "Oh, I'm not coming," would it?
That's why I wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's why I
don't know.
wouldn't like it that they could do it. If there's any finances involved, I don't think a member should be able to autonomously take themselves off.
So click one corner of it and send it back to you.
Right.
Should click the corner and send them a picture.
I think Jan's right. I mean, people could cause chaos by taking themselves off after they've paid and then demand a refund.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, and that would, I mean, we're not probably doing day trips anymore, but I'm just thinking of other groups in a similar situation that they've paid, and then they've fallen out and they don't want to go, so they want to divorce themselves of us. But where does it leave us financially?
Yeah, refunds is a dirty word, though we don't do them.
No.
It also makes the group finances very strange because you've got payments for people who aren't in the group.
Yeah.
So can I just sort of restart this conversation and say, does anybody want to change the existing situation?
No.
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 So what's that member delete then that's there in the...
You can
suggested it. Richard put something in the forum, and Alan said they had it at Peterborough. Member
Yeah,
delete.
we have deleted. I have deleted people from the group, but
That's not a member delete.
That's a member from that group.
But that's you doing it as a group leader.
Yes. Yes.
So this really is only where the member themselves is coming in and sort of having a red cross, if you like, that they can use. But
no, I don't think that would work.
I could see it useful in registration groups because they get very bloated, don't they? Well, ours do.
Yes. Yes. So, David, what do you think your view is?
My view is that I don't think members should just be able to drop themselves out because it's unfair on the group leader and the group. If 2 or 3 people decide to do it and the group leader doesn't know they're dropping out, it's plans on ahead planning. Especially.
So you think you'd rather not do it at all? You'd rather leave it as it is then?
Yeah, it was a request from one of the board members saying, can they do it? And we thought we could do it like that.
Right.
Just
Okay.
that's something nobody wants.
Even the guy of Ashfield.
I mean, if you've committed to a venue and you've said to that venue that you're going to have your group at, you know, you're going to book it for the next 3 months or something, then it could leave you with a big deficit if people have got the ability just to drop in and drop out again.
Yeah. Well, I think there sounds like there's general agreement that if there's any finances involved, then they wouldn't be able to do it. It would only be, so, yeah, is it only just registration groups and standard groups that don't use subscriptions? Or haven't used subscriptions?
Yeah.
But is that then? Well, I mean, standard groups that don't have subscriptions. We're talking about the likes of walking groups and things like that, where they're not hiring a venue. Are there enough of them to make this change in the system? Would it not be easier just to say to the walking group leaders, "You've got to bloody take them out"?
Take them out. They get an email to say so.
Exactly. You've got the email. Log in. Take them out.
Right.
Well, walks are where the registration groups get very bloated for us. Yeah, well, I mean, we've got walking groups with 60 or 70 registration group members. Yeah, and we normally get about 20 people on a walk.
That's not a walking group. That's a blooming army.
Yeah.
And we'll invade you soon.
What's your name, Trump?
It's not a registration group, it's a fucking standing group.
Walking group ever.
So, where are
So
we?
what was the rationale for asking for this in the first place? Was it that somebody fallen out with the group leader, or?
Group leaders not doing their job, basically.
Right. Okay.
And well, isn't that what it was, Dave, originally, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't know whether it was just, I don't know where it came from, to be quite honest. Just asking if it was available. Yeah. Try and find out why they wanted to do it.
Surely if the chaos is being caused by the group leader not doing the group leader's job, and it's the group leaders that are asking for the change, it's a case of saying to the group leader, do your job, there won't be chaos.
I don't know whether it's the group leaders asking for the change at all. I think it might just be one person thinking, good idea. I'll chase it up and see why.
I would say that person hasn't thought it through then.
No, I don't think so. He's asked for a few things actually, but we won't go there.
Right. Well, it sounds like there's nobody really wants any change, really. So there's no.
I think it's
we don't
fine.
want to make a change for change's sake, do we? Really? So should we just leave it?
I mean, we didn't do our members to actually request it. At least now they can do it by email instead of having to say something, or
Yes, they can. Well, they can ask the question to leave, can't they?
That's right,
Yeah.
without speaking to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people are embarrassed to leave.
Right. Okay. Cool. Right. Okay. Well, I won't do anything about that then. Right.
That's easy.
And of course, if you obviously have a group leader who is not, if you like, taking the action, perhaps they should be done. There's still this administrator thing that they can appoint, or you can appoint to actually administer the group for them.
It goes to the group coordinator as well, doesn't it?
Yes. The group coordinator knows about it as well. So yeah. Right. Okay. Fine. I'll move on to the next one. Right. The next thing was just a reminder about usage analysis. I don't know whether how many people use it or.
Yes. Well, infrequently, but occasionally.
I've used it occasionally. Yeah.
Yeah, we use it on a sort of an ad hoc basis.
Right. Okay. So just a sort of reminder then, really, on what. Hang on, share it again.
Sorry, Jed, I was speaking for you there. I usually use it on an ad hoc basis.
Yeah, so it obviously it's there to actually see what people have what people have used, and it now works for the members groups rather than the mobile one, and so it just lists off the pages that have been visited in the time scale that you've mentioned, a browser breakdown and a group breakdown of what groups have been looked at. The one thing that we've got to watch out with it is that there are loads and loads and loads of transactions in this, and so it's restricted to 20,000 actions. So if you choose a date that's longer than that puts out more than 20,000 actions, it won't get enacted. It'll stop at 20,000. So if I sort of, I don't know whether mine will actually do it, but I'll try and go. So if I go back to last year this time.
So where you say it stops at 20,000, is that historically, or is that by the page, or the?
It's by the individual page. So each time a click is made, if you like, and to a page in the system, it inserts a record, and so you can see that. But here, here are all the pages. So if there's more than 20,000 of those, now I can't get up to 20,000 in mine, but so
if you've got, on your example there, if you've got 20,001 person that had clicked on the home page, it wouldn't show anything after that, or?
It's not that. It shows if you've got 20,000 pages that have been looked at. So I would somewhere like Peterborough, I would have thought you wouldn't be able to get much more than a month's data.
Yeah, we'd have to look at a short time scale, Jem, because the total number of pages being visited with 2,000 members, 2,000 into 20,000, that's what, 10 pages per member. Yeah. So if I mean, it's never going to happen, but if every single member logged in and looked at 10 pages, and then one member went in and looked at an 11th page, that wouldn't be recorded.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we'd have to look at a short time scale.
Yeah, and it will tell you if it gets to 20,000.
It does tell you, does it, Chris?
All right. Oh, that's all right. If it tells you, you don't want what could be sort of bum information being given. Pardon my French.
I believe that what it does, it's these square brackets here will tell you if you set a range. The range will be at the top, but if you puts anything different in the square brackets, this will be the 20,000. So it'll do as many as it can from there to there. So if it hasn't made it, then you'll see there's a difference between these dates and those dates.
Okay, thank you.
I've just checked ours, and we get 5,600 per month to date pages.
You got 5,600.
Just for the 9 days, yeah.
Right. Yes. Of the 9 days.
Yeah.
Crikey. Yeah. So you can't put a month's worth in there either.
Not quite, probably.
Well, no, not if not. No. Oh, yeah, you might do just about. Yeah.
The third, isn't it? So, yeah. No, it's just about, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Anyway,
is this a change in a new version or something? I mean, I've just tried it over a 1 year period, and it just shows no numbers against any page.
Right. Okay. So is that so? That's, you mean nothing
on the live system?
It's come out with nothing. It probably. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds.
It does say pages 20,000.
Oh, it does say that.
Yes, and then pages by log status, everyone is blank.
Oh, mine, I've got 20,000 if I go for a couple of months, but they're all filled in.
Yeah, mine aren't.
Right.
What version are you on?
14.6.
14.6. Oh, right. Okay, that's so I'll have a look at that. You can do that.
No.
I'll find out why it's doing that.
I did it for 1 year back from now.
Yeah. For the oh yes,
For the
you're still
live system.
Yeah, still on the site anyway. Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll have a look at that.
We're not likely to do that very often, are we? So, but I mean, obviously that's a bit strange.
Yes. What time? What processing time did it give you at the bottom?
Oh, again. Hang on. 25. Mm. 0.9 of a second.
Right. Okay. I just checked one detail for clarification. I've not used this before, but I've just run it, and I've just asked for analysis since January the 1st this year, and it says visits 3,500, uniques 2,400, pages 20,000. Does that mean that it's exceeded?
Yes, you've run out. Yes, you can't run it for that, and obviously not for that period. You have to break it down. Yeah.
And does yours give any numbers against it?
Sorry?
Do you have any numbers against any of the pages?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Mine's blank, you see.
Okay, I'll have a look at that.
An interesting thing, Chris, that I've just noticed. I asked for the members site, but actually when it's run, it says full admin site as the heading.
Oh, well, it might, if you've asked for the
members. I wondered if I'd got it wrong, so I did it again. It still says full admin site.
I think, wasn't the members site included in the full site?
I think it might be. I think it might be the heading that's wrong, not the information. Because if you do it for the two different ones, you get two different answers, don't you?
Yeah. So let me just do that. That's 4901. 4901.
So
901.
Yeah. Okay. So the heading might be wrong. I'll have a look at that. Yeah.
Now that says members admin system when I do it with members for admin site. Maybe
you're saying it does it right now?
No, when I do it admin, I get members admin system as the heading, but if I do it as members, I get full admin system listed.
Yeah. So you either get members or full, which is.
Yes.
Okay. It's all right.
That's the wrong way round. This says members, that was the admin site. I chose admin, it says members admin site system. For choose members, it said admin, it said full admin site.
I see. Okay, yeah, got it. Yeah, I'll have a look at the heading. Yeah. Okay, fine, right. I'll move on then. Right, the next thing really was just to confirm that the forum, the contacts, and the calendar are now in the test system. So you can now see those breakdowns. Hang on, yeah, this time instead. No, it's not the right page. I think it's still not the right page. Well, right. I thought it was something different earlier on, but still. Anyway, so you've now got the. No, that's not right. It really it's confusing me.
I've got the message forum to work, and I've got the contacts committee, whatever, to work, but I couldn't get the trips and events to display.
Sorry, which one couldn't you get?
Trips and events, I couldn't get to display.
Ah, okay. Right. Okay. There it's sort of being displayed there. That's the way it comes out at the moment, and then it obviously will jump into an above and below. So, what happened when you tried, John?
It's just blank. I'll try it again, and I'll come back to you if I still have problems.
Yeah. You've set some items that to be displayed, have you, in the calendar? Because you have to go in and nominate the ones that you actually want to be inside the calendar.
May not have done.
There's a checkbox right at the bottom of the input screen.
When you say calendar, you mean the...
Sorry, it's just you call it what you want, obviously. Sorry, so it's the trips and
trips and travel or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I've got. There's a checkbox which says included in trips and events. That's ticked.
And they're current.
That's for February. That was current, yes.
No, if it's February, it's gone past, won't it?
In February, it'll be in the past.
Beg your pardon. I'll change the date. Right, it's going to be in July. Okay. And now I go into... I'm still not seeing them.
Okay. I'll tell you what, look, I can look at we're in your test system.
Yes.
I'll have a look at it afterwards and send you a note.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Chris, can we ask, the fact that we're dealing with this now, I think Jan's okay with this, shake your head if you're not, Jan. We've given it a really good bashing. We intend presenting it to the committee just for how they want it displayed, whether they want it side by side or one above the other on Wednesday. And once they give us the side by side or one above the other, we will enable it on either Wednesday or Thursday in our live system. So can you kick it into our live at all?
Yes, yeah. I can put that into your live system. Yeah.
The fact it was us that asked for it in the first place, I think we better use it, Jen.
Which bit are you going to use?
How do you mean which?
Messages and calendar, or messages and trips and whatever it is.
Yeah, but both of what you've got on this, because the latest messages is forum, isn't it?
Yes.
And the calendar is trips and travel and meetings.
Yes.
Or whatever we call it, tea and talk, for God's sake. Why we give it that name, I do not know. So yeah, we want both the calendar and the forum.
Yeah. Right. Fine.
And we've already got contact, so.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Right, okay, fine. Right, the next thing was just a question. I think it was Shoebury raised it.
Chris, before you move on from the messages and what have you, did you want to... You've taken it off the screen, you swine. Did you want to mention the latest thing that you did for if you put it on your logged out page? I.e. not displaying the person's name?
Yes.
There's a difference between logged in and logged out, how the viewer is viewing it, whether they're logged in or logged out.
Yes, I don't know, I got a page set up like that. Hang on, let's have a look.
So if you use forum for information, if you use that and they are logged out, they don't see the name of the person that entered the message. But if they're on the logged in side and you've got your information screen shown there, they will see the person's name.
Yeah.
Chris was concerned about GDPR and displaying people's names on the logged out side to Joe Public.
Yeah, so now it just comes up on the date posted and doesn't come up with a name like that.
Exactly, yes. That's on the logged out side, isn't it?
That's on the logged out, yes.
Yeah, but if Chris looked at that latest messages, if the person was logged in, they will get posted on 11th of December by whoever posted the blooming thing.
Okay, I'll just can't remember whether I... Yeah, there you go.
There you go, it's on the opposite side.
Yeah, posted by. Yeah.
Swap sides, and it confused me immediately.
I've now got it to work, Chris, so there's no need to look at our system.
Okay, righto.
Okay. Just one point, I don't know whether there's a bug or not, but when I had some obsolete or old expired events, I went in to change the date, which I did, to something in the future, but when I went back in, it still had the original date, so it didn't allow me to update the date. That's where my problem was.
Right. Is that the expiry date or the original date?
This is on the outings list. It's just the date of the outing.
Oh, date of the outing. And it wouldn't let you do it?
Wouldn't let me do it. Well, it let me do it, but it didn't reflect the change in the screen.
Right. And did you do that? Oh, you obviously did that in the admin site, not the member site.
I did it in the admin site.
Right. Okay. I'll have a look. Yes.
Okay.
Right, fine. Okay. Right, next on the list, there was a question that was asked by Shoebury. They wanted to know what they would want to make the default group list by title rather than capital.
That sounds good to me. I must admit, when it comes up by category, it throws me every time.
And me.
Right, okay. Any objections to that?
No.
I mean, as far as we're concerned, we'll go with whatever the majority want, because I'm used to it now, but it was a change from the old system.
Yeah, so, are we all happy with that then?
Richard, you're chatting away and your mic's turned off.
Still off.
It's still off and we're not good at lip reading. Turn your mic on.
Still haven't got it on.
Right, I'm back with you. I have a feeling that you could fiddle with the menu system to put it to what you wanted, to list it how you want it, but I'm probably wrong. It's not something I've played around with in the last week, so I'm happy with titles generally myself.
Yeah, it is something that could be changed. I mean, configured differently for everybody else. But they couldn't do it, but I could do it. But if everybody's happy with going with title,
I'm happy personally.
That would make life, I think, the easiest route. So no negatives on that one. So I'll change it to the default to title then.
You know what'll happen now? Everybody's just got used to it being by group, and we'll change it to the title, and they go, "Hey, we've changed the group. I've only just got used to that, and now you changed it back again."
Use the button to put it to category.
Keeps them on their toes anyway.
Right. Okay. Right. So the next thing I was going to just talk about was when is a member not a member?
Was that from our conversation yesterday?
But yeah, partly that, and partly another one from Chudley. Yes.
I thought you were going to crack a joke then. When is a door not a door? When it's a jar?
No, it's a complex business.
That's a very old one there. Yes. Right. Okay. I just wanted to explain when a member is a member and when it's not. To start with, every member's record has one of three statuses, and that's either alive, deleted, or suspended. But live member does not necessarily mean they are a member for the current year. The system uses the history record to decide whether or not a member is a member in the current year, and that's used in lots of places to decide that. So you can have people who look as though they are, they've got the status of full member, but they're not actually a member for this year. And there's for instance, do not renews. If people don't deal with their do not renews after the end of the renewal process, those people will stay there as do not renew forever. And therefore, again, they're not seen as members, but they're still on the list. So it would be a problem.
If they're down as do not renew, and then you get to the point where you suspend unpaid members, they become suspended, and then when you do delete suspended, surely they then cease to be a member, whether they're DNR or not.
True, as long as you run the suspension process. If you don't if you don't run the suspension process and the deletion process thereafter, you can have people sitting in this status of, well, obviously, if you don't run the delete one, you'll have people sitting in suspended status, or if you don't run the thing in the first place, you'll have them still looking at in live mode, but not members.
Okay.
I've, as a result of two discussions I've had recently, I've set up a report in members in master reports called Zombie Records. And if you use that one, copy it down, the only parameter is to put the year in, and it will go through and it will check whether or not you have any live records who aren't members for the year in which you stick it in. So in other words, if you're in 2025, still 2025, 26, then you put 2025 in, and it will tell you whether you've got anybody who is a zombie member.
Should we be more aware of the terminology we use, considering our demographic? We've got live members, we've got do not resuscitate, and now we've got zombies.
No, not do not resuscitate. Do not renew.
I can't even do not resuscitate, I must admit.
Worth a good lie just for a joke, isn't it? Yeah.
They do not renew, so it's same, isn't it?
Yes. So anyway, that's just check and see what you've got, and I don't know, just whether or not people are aware if you use the directory, at the top of the directory there's a couple of filters that you can apply, and you can look to see if you've got suspended members sitting in the system which you haven't dealt with, or if you have people who have if you like non-full status. You can look at your other U3A members as a list. It's a good way to validate whether or not they are the right people who are getting it cheap, if you like.
Well, they couldn't join a group if you've got the switch set, would they? If they're not members,
they can't join a group if you've got that switch set. Yes, yeah, that's right. They have to have the history record sitting in there, which is what
they were suspended in the group then if they're in one.
Were they?
If somebody wasn't actually shown as a member, he didn't have a member history record, and they were in a group, would they still be shown as live members of that group, or would they disappear?
They would still be shown as members of that group if they joined it one and didn't join the next year.
Pre-existing groups they'd stay in, basically.
Yes. Because when we originally set it up, the idea was that people were going to renew their groups every year, and but obviously that's that people don't.
No, I just wondered. I thought that might be the case.
Yeah. Yes. So worth running the zombie records just to see if there are any there, and then you can either change their status or you can just stick a history record in if they are a member. You sometimes come across it when you've got these zero value members, people who don't pay, who I don't know, serve the U3A. You give them this status where they don't pay, but they still become a member. But you still have to go through and during the renewal process and click them as accepted. It's okay. It'll only put a zero value payment in, but it will put a member's record in there and show them as a member.
Yeah, I've got 2 geriatric and 2 be confirmed.
Chris, I just ran the zombie with this year as the date, and it shows every member, 896 of them.
Which year?
I will put in 2026.
But are you in 2026 yet? Are you on 2025 still?
Well, that's the point, isn't it?
You're in 2025, 26.
Which year do we have to put in?
The first one. Always the first one.
Why, when I put in 2026, does it not show nothing then?
Because it's looking for membership records for 2026, 27, and because
I understand the technical reason, but I think that's a bit misleading. That's all.
Do you?
Yeah. If I'm stupid enough to think that I'm in 2026, but yeah, okay, but.
I'm dealing with a set of very intelligent people here, so it's not.
Yeah.
It's not about that.
So it's the year is the year of the start of the membership year.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It does show zeros for that.
Oh right. So that's okay.
It confused me for a little while because I'm easily confused.
Right. Okay.
Can I say something there? 2 things. One is I've just run the zombie record and it's come up with an error.
That's because you haven't got a year in.
I didn't get asked. Okay, yeah. And the second question is about the renewals and joining groups. We've just recently trialled social outings. We've got one social outing we've set up as a group to explore. And it was all going very well until I ran the renewal process. And then suddenly they couldn't add any more because I put that switch in. Now I've now changed that. But is there any way that people can show us okay to join a group during the renewal process, but before the end of the year? Because although these people haven't paid yet, they don't have to pay yet. But I'd run the renewal process, so they were then showing as unpaid.
I thought you could do it a month before your renewal date. That was the cut-off.
I did it in March, and our renewal date's 1st of April.
Yeah, so you're in the next year by going, because it's March to April, I guess, because it will take them up to 1 month before. So if you're on the 20,
if I'd run it in February,
they would take them. It would take.
But then, anybody they tried to set up in March would still have failed.
Anybody who wants to join, yeah,
join a group. I just wondered why is it up to a month? Why can't it be up to the boundary of the year?
Well, because because your group is for a year, I guess, and therefore.
The social trip is one off, but it is in July.
But you don't want them people going on that if they haven't paid their annual membership, would you?
In order to put people on, I've had to take the switch off. So unfortunately, it doesn't make any difference. We're going to have to delete them if they don't renew. Anyway.
Yeah, there was a switch somewhere in the system about that.
What about the date of the boundary?
Yeah, no, I'm not quite sure.
It doesn't matter, but I thought I'd just raise it because I've had to take the switch off and put don't.
There's one called group when renewed.
Yeah,
Yes, that's so. You had group when renewed set for that group, did you?
I had it set to renewal check applies on this group, and I had to change that to not apply.
Yeah, because they hadn't renewed.
Because obviously renewals have literally just run, so hardly anybody has paid.
Yeah. So it is doing what the group is doing what it says.
It's doing what it's programmed. It's just that it's programmed to sort of do it with a month, and that it's all right. Okay, it's difficult.
You can just turn it off on the group, can't you? You don't have to turn the whole system off for it. You just turn that group.
No, it's just that particular group. Yeah, it means I have to turn it back on again, I suppose, in April for anybody that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I think that was we'd finished that member or not a member. I think. Yep. Right now, the last thing I had here was it was a question from Paul actually this morning about why archive groups rather than delete them. Basically, I think that was his question. Why bother to archive them? Why don't you just delete them if you're not using them anymore? And the answer to it is if you delete your group,
that's history.
It's valid history. If you go for analysis afterwards, it will lose that name. It'll lose everything about the group. So if you're running a report or something and it's looking at the groups at all, you'll suddenly come up with voids or nulls or something like that in the report. Which so it doesn't do any harm to put it in the archive. It just keeps it out the way, but it keeps that record of that information so that it knows that group number was called that.
We have also resurrected them.
Exactly, that was what I was just about to say. We've had groups that fold, as it were. We put them into archive, and then 3 months later, someone turns around and says, "Oh, I miss my old group. I'll be the group leader then." So you just resurrect the blooming thing, like the phoenix from the flames.
From the flames, that's right.
Yeah. The most critical thing is the finance records. So
it is
for us, yeah.
Yes, for finances, definitely. Yeah. So.
So
I think that's the answer, Paul, really. Just best to keep it in. It's not doing any harm, I would say, by being there.
So shouldn't we remove the delete button?
Well, if you put something in by mistake, you would want to delete it, wouldn't you, before you start using it, for instance? And
before Chris changed the icons at the top of the page that group leaders could duplicate groups, we had one instance where they copied it 10 times. So, I mean, they did want removing things like that.
And it's only group coordinators that can actually delete a group anyway, isn't it?
It is now, yes.
Yeah.
So,
well,
okay.
I'm sure if I suggested taking out the delete buttons, somebody would object. Status quo. Yes. While we're there, did you sort the MacBook issue out?
No, it absolutely refuses to do it. It will not upload newsletters, images, or for that matter, put attachments on bulk emails.
But it will do anything. It will show. All the web pages show all right today.
Oh yeah, it's fine. But if I have to upload anything, I have to fetch the Chromebook.
Right.
With the Mac,
does it work okay on an iMac? A desktop Mac? Do we know?
I don't know. I've only got this.
Anybody got a?
Yeah, works for me, Chris. Alan has. Yeah, I've not had a problem.
There's no trouble with the MacBook Air.
No, Alan hasn't.
I'm bilingual.
I knew you'd laugh.
He loves them, really.
So I don't know really. I don't know what to suggest really.
What are you using?
It's a MacBook Pro laptop, and it just won't upload things to our domain.
Right. Oh, I've got no issue with the MacBook Air.
Okay, it is.
Are you sourcing the file from iCloud or from your hard drive?
The hard drive.
Okay, should work.
Save it on the hard drive and try and upload it, and it won't have it. I have to put it on this little stick thing and take it round to the other one.
Call it your Apple Genius.
It's very weird.
Okay, so nobody else has got a problem.
One point about technology. Are you aware that Secure Boot expires on a lot of computers in June? If you don't update the certificates, it will either turn Secure Boot off or will render it inoperable. Now, Microsoft's supposed to be issuing updates, but whether they are going to, I don't know for everybody.
What is that we're talking about?
It's part of the boot up sequence where it stops anything being injected into before the operating system fires up, and it relies on a certificate that's got an expiry date on it. And unfortunately, the expiry date currently is June 2026, and they need updating to the latest version, which Microsoft is supposed to be doing, but none of mine were done.
And what difference does it make if you don't use it?
You'd have to switch your app.
You may not be able to boot.
That's right. You may not be able to boot. That's correct. Yeah.
Something minor.
Yeah, it is. But that's just an interesting thing that tech blokes came up with the other day that I looked at, and I thought, blimey, mine doesn't. Mine will run out this year.
So that's not a Windows 10, 11 type issue.
It is. Well, both. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a general thing, yeah. It's the boot sequence.
Boot sequence. As it boots up the machine, it looks at these certificates if you've got it on, and it looks at the date. If it's out of date, it'll either won't boot or will boot without secure boot on, which obviously is a bit less secure.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, it's chaos here because it went and broadcast it to the membership. I can do it in a flash now.
Right. Okay. That's my lot. You were going to. I think you were going to sort of give us 5 or 10 minutes just on your.
I don't think it'll be that long because there's not much to see. But if you can give me
your experience.
My experience. The only real issue I've had was spending ages trying to work out why 3 photographs in a line weren't all the same size. But now Chris has altered the application so that you can point something in. I'd originally said the width of the columns were 33% and then 33%. Of course, that left 34%, which I didn't consider, and I kept wondering why the last photo was the wrong size. After spending ages altering them so that it would fit, Chris said, no, you can put 0.3 in now, which made it a lot easier.
I think you can put 0.33 in it.
0.33, in fact, yes.
It's been in pretty much from the start now.
Yes. If you let me share, I'll show what it looks like.
I think you should be able to, hopefully, from earlier on.
No, you can't see anything.
Oh, hang on.
Alan and I had an issue. Well, I had an issue actually. I put 3 columns, and I had an image in column 3, which looked absolutely fine on desktop, but when you looked at it on the mobile site, not so much if you were showing it as portrait, but when you turned it landscape, the image on column 3 wrote over column 2. So we've done it another way now, but that was an issue for us.
What happens if you refreshed it, Jan?
Yes, yeah, I tried all sorts.
Yeah, I had that at one point.
Yeah, so all I did was, Alan and I then just created another row
The image specified in
There was
pixels
some...
rather than percent.
Sorry?
The image specified in pixel width rather than percent, so it wasn't resizing.
The columns were all 33.33 recurring or whatever, but the image in column 3, I tried changing the size of it. I think I tried virtually everything I could think of, and as I say, it looked absolutely fine when I was on my laptop or on my mobile device on portrait, but as soon as you turned it to landscape, it went skew-if and it threw it out.
It was really weird, Richard. We spent nearly a whole morning looking at it, and in the end we just found a way around it by creating a new block. It was really odd. Couldn't make it out, tried everything, done it in HTML, done it in God knows what, just couldn't make it work.
Right.
Okay, so if you can see that's why Chris altered the image quality, because when I put a full screen image like that, originally they looked rather fuzzy, because the brief was it's got to be very simple, and that's the logged out page, and then these 3 pictures that I originally had that I couldn't understand why the last one was the different size. So
I'll tell you what, that bloke on the left and half get around, he belongs to Peterborough as well as Crewe.
Does he? Yes.
He does, yes.
Well, he does it as well. If I just log in, it's the same. So all we wanted was that, and then you have to actually click for more information, and it's changed to showing them what we do. So if I go to log in and go home, and log in then. Yeah. That's again the same sort of thing. I did ignore the photos. It just happened to have been climbing last week, so I'll just put them in. And again, it's the same thing. So we just wanted buttons with activities, my groups, and then the newsletter. So you can just click that, and it'll open in the in that page view as Alan has showed us what to do. Back to that, and then buttons just takes us to our activities. Back, and then my information, effectively my groups, but that's about all really. They wanted it keeping as simple as possible. I haven't made this one live yet. The second one here, this one.
It's interesting that group thing. That group list doesn't go across the full width. I think. Did you?
No. What did it do if I alter it? I suppose my screen's bigger than that.
I think there must be a maximum width set to it, so it doesn't stretch it out too much.
Yeah, I mean that would be it, wouldn't it? That'd be full screen then. It's almost it's back to the 700 there, isn't it? About that size.
Well, it's a question of whether we want it any wider than the.
Yeah.
Well, it won't be. No, not 700. No. 700 is the one that goes from to the landscape version. Sorry, the portrait version.
Right. Anyway, that's all I've got. Really, I've not had any great issue. The only thing that I noticed in the designer is that if you have 3 columns, the last one you can't. In the top ones, you've got to. I go to personal and go to the admin site. If I go to login, and you go to website creator.
You can't change the width of the 3rd column, can you? So if you've got 33.33, 33.33 by default, then the 3rd column is 33.33.
Yeah, they'll take up the difference, won't it? So it'll be slightly bigger.
Yes.
If you created, say if I did that view web page, say I did that, and I don't want to view, stupid boy. And if you go to add a new block, and then do that, name button detail, this bit here See that you've got, if it is 3 blocks, 1, 3, 1.
Yeah, it doesn't appear sometimes, does it?
It doesn't appear, yeah.
You have to refresh the page or something.
Yeah, so let's go to both, say. Yeah, you get this bit here, but you don't get a thing to say I don't want anything in it.
You just have to go into those little where you're hovering at the moment, click on there and select the bottom right corner one.
And then refresh. Like I say.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It appears on the other two and not the third.
It's on that one, but not that one. As soon as I do.
I just accepted it as a glitch, Chris. I wasn't as pernickety as Crew.
Oh, it's gone as a real glitch now.
That group list, Chris, it extends right the way across the screen on 1.1 for the member site, but on 1.2 it only goes across about 3/4 of the screen width.
Anyway, if I'd shown you that, it would have gone. It would have shown you that it reappears then once you've chosen the white. But that's all. I haven't had any other issues really. Having Chris put me straight.
But we did change the quality. You went over
the quality is far better now, as you can see.
Yeah, because it was so that's the initial load of the image we changed so that it was because in the admin site or the old site there was you couldn't have an image which was wider than 750 or 950 I think it was, but now you can have an image which is 3 times that. And so the quality of the image now, so all the images are larger that's being loaded now than they were before, because they're now being set at a higher width. 1,000, I think now. No.
Yeah, 1,000.
It'd be more than 1,000, wouldn't it?
No, I thought it was 1,000 by 500 was the maximum.
Is it? Okay. All right. Yeah.
How do I stop sharing, Chris? That's the next question.
In where you've got your U3A with the flowers, if you look at that in landscape on a mobile, does that look okay? Because I got caught out. I thought, oh, I've got it, and it's all nice, and then I decided to turn my mobile device round, and I thought, oh, I haven't got it. So if you turn your mobile device now to landscape.
Yeah, that's in portrait, Neil.
Yeah, landscape.
Yeah.
I mean wider still. Like that, you mean?
No, if on your phone, if you turn.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
No, as far as I haven't actually looked at this one because I was only.
No, well, I hadn't until I don't know what made me turn that screen round, and it was wrong.
Just have a look at it.
We do have that. We've been talking about the number.
Neil, go into the developer mode on your browser. F12.
F12. Don't work in that.
At the bottom of them, you got the developer. Right. Anyway, yeah. You can choose the device next to elements.
Yeah. Console.
Go left. That one. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh.
And choose the device.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. What does that do?
Well, you can choose different devices and different sizes.
Yeah.
No, yours. But now choose landscape as opposed to portrait.
There.
No, it's okay with you, but
it depends what size you've got.
Every day, Laurie.
No home page as well, Kevin. It's okay.
Right. Let's come out of that. Let's just close that.
F12.
12 again. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
If I had to stop sharing, I would.
I struggle with that.
No, it can't be lead.
Click on share again down the bottom of your screen, Neil, and then click on stop remote sharing.
Stop screen sharing. Hey, there you go.
I've turned you off.
Yeah. Neil, at some point I'll give you a ring outside of the call because I've got a question about pictures and what have you that you probably know how to solve.
Right.
But I'll do it outside of the call.
Okay. Right. Okay. Then, is there anything else anybody else wants to talk about?
Just a quick one. Timeouts when you're entering things. Our venue person gets timeouts when they've been updating their venue screens. They don't get a warning to say it's going to disappear in 10 seconds or whatever.
So this is in
update the venues.
Update the venues in the admin site.
Yeah, we're still on that site. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're getting a.
Well, they're not getting a warning to say refresh the page. It just disappears again and we lose it.
Okay. I'll have a look.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, because it should. The whole system should be the same, you know. A new timeout. Okay.
That's what he was saying anyway.
So what are they doing in terms of are they updating the text in there or something? And then
the descriptions of all the venues and all the.
But by doing that, it should automatically every time you press the button, it gives you another 20 minutes.
Well, they're not being told to press the button though.
Yes, I know, but once they finish doing a page, click the button. That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. I'll have a look and I'll come back to you.
Okay, thank you.
The question on the responsive value, is it 700 pixels at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's more complicated than that, isn't it? We've got the.
Have you changed it? Have you?
Well, yeah, we had changed it.
Yeah.
We haven't really settled on where we ended up. Actually, thinking about it.
No.
So I think we do need to settle where we are because there's this different machines have different. Was it a DR ratio or something? Where
you
have to use that to calculate it. So I think it's still an issue that needs to be finalised. Where we end up, because I think that changes the thing that Jan was talking about a minute ago about whether when you turn it to landscape, does it do it right? And a lot depends on the phone you've got, I think. So yeah, I think see that as an outstanding issue, really.
I was just saying, my mum was talking about his thing. The group list extends the full width of the display in version 1.1 of the members site.
Yeah.
But it only goes 3/4 of the way in 1.2.
I think I can't remember now, but I think I must, because it looked so strange when it was absolutely stretched.
Yeah.
It goes to a certain thing, but
your stretching is twice as big as my stretching, so it probably does look weird on yours.
Yeah. Yes. So I don't, but the width doesn't look. It looks to be about 1,000, doesn't it? It looks like it gets to 1,000 and then.
I don't know what it would.
But
I mean, I thought my screen was 1900 and it looks fine on the live site, which is 1.1.
Yeah, probably the answer we need to centre it rather than to leave it off on the left-hand side, and therefore if it does get to a certain width, it would just fill it up with white space either side, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you move into 14.6 as well, please?
Yeah. Anybody else want to go?
Separate thing.
Yeah, are they?
Hi, Chris. A separate thing. In the email sender section in update system details, there's an out email address.
Yes.
And I'm swapping the domain for our generic emails, and I was thinking about contact us and how that worked. So I've got the the email address for the outgoing domain I'm going to replace in there at the moment.
Yeah.
Does that just affect Contact Us, or will it affect all the generic emails when I change it over?
It only uses the out email address for bulk email. It's to make certain that if you send out an email that it can send out multiple. If you've got, let's say, 30 people you're sending it to, they all go to be blind. They become blind copies, but it has to have somebody to send it to. So it sends it to the out email address, and with all the people are all blind. So there's no, if you like, giving away people's email addresses to other people. That's what it uses it for.
So when I switch over to the new domain, I shouldn't have any problem with. It's not going to change anything effectively.
No. It's
more for admin, isn't it? More for admin.
It's you'll end up with an email for that coming back into whatever you've got there from the email. It's just a copy of the email that's been sent.
That appears in two, doesn't it, of the BCC emails too, that address.
The BCC emails take that address?
No, the outgoing email address appears in one.
It goes as the. It's the first.
Got one.
The addressee. It's the addressee.
Yes. If I could find one from us.
So it's just sent to that email address, and then all the people are blind.
Right. Thanks.
Okay. Right. Okay. Are we done? Good. All right.
It's got, like it said, the address. It's come from Crew-and-Entries, and it says 2U3A, which when you look, it's dispatch at cnnu3a.org.uk, which is the address in there, in the outgoing email.
It's the address. Yeah. Right. Okay. Good. Thanks all then.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
See you.
Thanks.
Cheers.
All right. Bye then.
Bye.
Bye.